empires declare war, neither side is innocent.
Okay, so this is actually my first review, my first blog about pretty much anything, and if it was anything, it might as well be Power Rangers. I've been watching it since '93 when it first came out, when I was a kid. This is now 2015, so, quite some time has gone by. A lot of people who watched it when they were little grew up, and I'm sure a lot of you love this, fan film they came out with. However, there is a Power Rangers movie in the works. JDF, Jason David Frank, working with Lionsgate and Saban, and hopefully some of the other originals will come back as well. I know a lot of people are stoked about that one. But this hashtag NSWF movie, this quote-unquote rated R flick for the ages, or whatever you want to call it, it's something else. This opening sequence right here, this honestly looks like something out of Gears of War or Halo. The update with the uniforms, I don't really like it too much. It's honestly, this helmet, it looks like the Asian, the Chinese ripoff. The Mega Rangers. Like those little crappy figures that you get in the store that would like break 5 seconds after you buy them. That's what this helmet looks like. Most of these uniforms. However, I did like the idea of the Green Ranger with the shield. Looks more like an energy shield. Rather than actual armor, which is actually kind of cool. Other than that, I'm not liking it too much. Also, with the Megazords that we just saw battling, or if it was a Megazord and a Machine Empire monster or general, whatever, can't really tell. It's an updated design. But if all the Rangers, are down here on the ground shooting at nothing really. It looks like they're just shooting at the sky or at green screen or whatever it was when they were filming, because I didn't really see any bad guys on the ground here. Who's piloting the Megazord? They always had a cockpit for the Rangers. Summon the sword. Destroy the bad guys, and then what's going on there? And the weapons. The guns that they're firing with. That doesn't even look like Ranger tech. That looks like some kind of military grade gun. With bullets. Where the blade blasters. Where we're shooting, like a proton burst or energy or whatever you want to call it. Each Ranger's weapon. The bolt was, to their color. Red Ranger fires red, and Blue Ranger fires blue, and all that. So, where is that? This is, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here.
To the trainer you worked with previously.
We were children, asked to fight an intergalactic war against an enemy we'd never met. Let's stop pretending our side stood on some moral high ground.
Okay, a little different right there. Children being asked to fight an intergalactic war. Granted they took some liberties with the storylines here, with the Machine Empire, but, there was, teenagers, freshmen, sophomores in high school who were given the power to fight Rita, when she escaped from the space dumpster. We got no mention of Rita yet. It's apparently the Machine Empire. So what's going on there? Also, where is Zordon? We got no mention of Zordon or Alpha 5 just yet. They just said that they were given the power. Okay, great. Where's Zordon? So yeah, that's like children being asked to fight intergalactic war. Kind of interesting right there. Kind of going a bit Ender's Game right there. Smartest children went to battle school. To command the fight against the Formics, Ender's Game there. But anyways, a similar concept, I suppose.
Where's Tommy?
Okay, so we got Tommy. This is supposed to be Tommy right here. Honestly, he looks like he looks like Thomas Jane from The Punisher, just really messed up. You know, he's got scars and tissue burns. You know, you can see the burn in his hair right there, and he's drinking what is that? An old guy's beer that he got out of the dumpster. Now, if you're drinking beer from a dumpster, that's not gonna taste too good. Right there, it's probably not even cold or fresh anymore. I mean, now that's an alcoholic right there. So you're gonna take Jason David Frank's character, Tommy Oliver, you know, later Dr. Thomas Oliver and Dino Thunder there. You're gonna take him and give him an old guy's beer that he's drinking from the dumpster. Hashtag what the hell were you thinking? You know, this is probably why, you know, JDF didn't accept the role. You know, he was offered the role. And for anybody who doesn't know, JDF on his Facebook page, he's got his own little response to this movie, so you can go ahead and check that out.
Tell me Oliver is a ghost. We'll never find him. I don't even know where he is.
Most of it is an ugly color.
I prefer pink.
If dying is what you choose to do here today, I would prefer you did it with your dignity intact.
How soon after the truce did you turn? Did you even wait until we were disbanded?
The second the machine empire integrated their technology in our society, I knew the freedom we worked for was done.
So you stabbed us in the back?
I followed the only rule worth following in this fuckstick. I made sure I was on the winning side, which is why I'm sitting here when we're chained to the chair.
You were never really one of us.
Okay, so this, we got Katee Sackhoff here. You know, she was recently in Riddick, you know, the third installment in that trilogy. Or I guess the fourth if you count the anime movie that they made. She was also in Battlestar Galactica. Pretty good in that too, but okay, so we got Katee Sackhoff here. She's chained to a chair. Okay, and she's supposed to be playing Kimberly. Alright, so most people know it's Amy Jo Johnson. She played the original Pink Ranger. You know, kind of like the Valley Girl. You know, the cute gymnast. You know, everybody loved Kimberly back in the day. But, you know, I think that Katee Sackhoff is more suited to play a Catherine type role rather than Kimberly. You know, that's just my opinion.
Thank you. The thought that weaponizing youth, training them to kill, would have turned out so ugly for so many of them.
We were a team. We fought for each other. You never understood that.
Let's talk about Jason.
Okay, real quick before they get into Jason, now this guy over here, he's supposed to be playing Rocky. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we had Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. Their characters were introduced in the Ninja Encounter. You know, when Jason and Zach and Trini, when their characters were leaving the show, you know, hashtag union problems, all that. You know, they were the replacements. You know, they came in, you know, they got the sword from the distant planet, you know, the battle with Serpentera, all that. You know, they transferred the powers over to Rocky, Adam, Aisha, Rocky being the Red Ranger. And, you know, they're having this guy, like, playing Rocky as, like, an interrogator or something like that, you know. Basically someone who betrayed the team and joined the Machine Empire. Allied with them, it looks like. You know, and I'm thinking Rocky. Really, Rocky. I mean, honestly, Rocky's character, he had a lot of sawdust up in his head. Just watch Rocky Wants to Have Fun. Him just running around, yelling and waving his hands, I was like, okay, and Rocky playing the pachinko machine the entire day, and, Rocky, causing an explosion in science class when he was supposed to be teaching. That one episode, I'm like, Rocky, really? In my opinion, Rocky wasn't necessarily a worthy successor of Jason, whereas his character goes as a leader, as tough as the Red Ranger needs to be. That's all. This is just my opinion. You can dispute it in the comments if you like. I'll be happy to respond to anybody who has a question or an opinion about my opinion, what have you. It's a free country. Anyways, okay, so let's get on to them talking about Jason.
What about him?
You were married to him, weren't you?
For 8 hours.
Okay, this is Jason. I'm like, this looks nothing like, Austin St. John at all. Honestly, he looks like an enforcer from the cartel. like who is this? This is not Jason right here. This hashtag backcasting. Yeah. Anyways, and they're having Kimberly and Jason get married. Okay, like they don't even close to dating at all in Power Rangers. I think it was in the Power Ranger fan club video when they were talking to Kimberly, Amy Jo Johnson. She said from the point of view of her character, Jason, I believe it was more like an elderly brother, a protector. There were no romantic feelings there. Apparently, a lot of fans out there wanted them to get together, and well, there you go. They were married for 8 hours. Okay, let's find out why. Okay, that was pretty graphic, just to shoot him up like that, but then again, this is the rated R version, so whatever.
Got a little side of being made fun of like.
Who the hell is that? Some wannabe gangster? Okay, that laugh right there. You cannot mistake that laugh right there. That is definitely Bulk and Skull. I mean, sure, they were, that they were kind of like acting like buttheads in the first couple of seasons. Just always, being mean. There really wasn't not much nice about it. It was kind of like a slightly darker version of comic relief, whereas there was a lot of physical humor with them, But yeah, anyways, you're gonna give Bulk and Skull guns. They're gonna shoot their own foot off if you give Bulk and Skull a gun. However, they did get reformed, I suppose, when they joined the Angel Grove Junior Police Academy to save all the babes and protect the babes. It was always with the babes with them. Yeah, so, anyway.
Skull, you sold us out!
That hurt.
Machine Empire had better meth. That was all it took. You know what happens to a dog that chases cars and finally catches one?
Okay, Bulk ODing from heroin. Right.
It doesn't even work for the dog.
Now, who was that? Was that Skull in the tub there? Suicide, maybe? I don't know. this guy playing Tommy, he's here investigating. You guys get a look at his sword over there? That looked nothing like the Sword of Darkness or Saba. You know, it's like redesigned. Yeah, okay.
Let's move on to Zach, shall we? Good kid. Fit. A little hyperactive. Do you know where he ended up?
Okay, so we got Zach snorting coke. Okay. Zach snorts coke. I can... Okay, yeah. Anyways, this guy looks like a Wesley Snipes wannabe.
About those hip-hop keto tapes.
Hip-hop keto! The keto is out!
Okay, so 90s right here. You see the play on the top left flashing. So 90s, and it's full screen, you know, and the hip hop keto. That honestly, this looks like some kind of Sinbad spinoff or something. You know, I'm pretty sure Sinbad did a video like this, or what's that guy's name? The guy who did Hammer Time. I forget his name right now, but this looks like something like that, but so 90s at the same time.
Let him up! Knee him up! Work it! Count it! Punch! Let's go!
Okay, yeah, no, that's not hip-hop keto at all. I mean, if you watch, you know, the episode where Walter Jones, you know, Zach, he's demonstrating hip-hop keto to his class. You know, he spends at least a good minute just, you know, jumping around, you know, like a 20-foot radius, and, you know, kicking and punching, and, you know, you got that famous body, you know, kind of wave move that was in the opening credits of the original Power Rangers. I mean, that was nothing close. That was like Zach angrily yelling at you to punch and kick. And anyways, take a look at this right here, you know. Putting up pictures of himself in his loft or training room or whatever it is. So they're like, narcissists much? I mean, what did they do to Zach? Oh, man.
He knew it was bullshit with the propaganda. It wasn't about the money for him. He was addicted to passion. It was his outlet.
And you think peddling false hope to fat kids was enough to scratch that itch for him? Did you know he joined the Machine Empire? Did you have to?
Okay, so Zach joined the Machine. Okay, we got Zach and Rocky who joined the Machine Empire. Okay, where's Adam? I want to know that. Where's Adam? I mean, you got to bring out Rocky. Where's Adam and Aisha? But Zach is still here. Okay. Anyways.
Hungry for a battlefield, he volunteered to help us sweep up whatever resistance was left.
North Korea. I'm gonna kill Kim Jong-un or Il or whatever the hell his name is. Can we at least do that right here? Looks like you're gonna fight some, you know, imperialistic people or the Yakuza or somebody. Can we kill him, please? You know, can we at least do that? Battle-worn armor right there. I mean, do you morph or do you just put on the suit? What's going on here? Sorry about that. He's flipping off everybody right here. Yeah, that is so Asia right there. They bootleg like all of our stuff. You know, they even ripped off the iPod. They have their own version of the iPod. I mean, come on.
죽여버려! 뭐? 할 말 있어? 어?
so apparently you just put on the suit, you put on the helmet, you throw the helmet around, and okay, that is not morphing right there. Okay, you know you got your power morpher, you got your power coin, you raise it to the sky, and you call out the dinosaur's name, Mastodon. I didn't hear Mastodon. I just hear it's morphin' time. It's morphin' time. Yeah, I'm like, what? And he throws the helmet. What? That's no. Just no. Okay, so Hip Hop Keto was dancing and, Keto at the same time. Where is the dancing? I see no dancing. Like, okay, honestly, that looks like a fat guy wearing the suit. Maybe a little too much armoring right there, padding or whatever, but yeah, that doesn't look like the guy. And I mean, check this out. Honestly, that looks like a fat guy wearing the suit.
People play the odds. Then for this rare few don't feel alive because the odds are stacked completely against them.
Really, Kimmy. It's all good. Get on there.
Did he just say, hey, Kimmy, get on with it, it's all good? Did Kimberly just kill Zach?
It's tough seeing your friends murdered one by one. Especially if I want to be one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Think about it. Rita made Tommy to fight against us. And then he betrayed her, switched sides, Tommy tried to kill him. He lost his power, then back, lost it, giving me a fucking treaty sign. I'm out. I'm glad I'm not his shrink. Say what you want about the machines, but still consistent.
What does it have to do with me?
Tommy's always been like that.
Okay, little brief history on Tommy's powers for those of you who don't know. Okay, so Tommy strolled into town. I believe he was from Stone Canyon. Don't really remember all that at this point. But anyways, okay, so Tommy came in. He fought Jason in a competition. It was a tie. Rita, found him in an alley, gave him a test. He fought the putties and won. So, Rita, took him to her palace, put a spell on him. It was like an evil cocoon type of thing going on there. And she gave him the Green Ranger, the Dragon Zord power coin, and then you have that 5-parter, Green with Evil, breaking the spell, eclipsing Megazord, all that. It's actually a good watch. If anybody hasn't seen it, you should see that. It's on Netflix right now. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. And then while Tommy was evil, before the Rangers broke the spell, by destroying the Sword of Darkness and all that, bringing him onto the good side, Rita made him touch the green candle. The green candle, as it burned, so did his powers. So, the whole Green Ranger debacle, losing his powers, aka no more stock footage. That's why they wrote him out. And then then JDF, Jason Disenfreg, he was actually supposed to go on to Saban's other show, VR Troopers, and play Ryan Steele. They even started shooting that a little bit of footage of VR Troopers, but the Green Ranger and the Pink Ranger, they were so unbelievably popular. Like pretty much everyone who watched it, they wrote in, saying that bring Tommy back. We love Tommy. We want the Green Ranger. So, can't exactly bring the Green Ranger footage back because, no more Green Ranger stock footage. So they wrote in the White Ranger. They brought Tommy back with the Red Ranger. Got Saba, got a new shield. Jason David Frank was happy about that because he likes to poke people with his shield. Anyways, so yeah. After that, when Rita's brother Rito came in, he basically destroyed the Thunder Megazords, and there was an overload in the morphing grid, so, the powers were, overloaded and, basically unusable for, like, the next 10 to 15 years, so they cool down. It's like when your phone or iPad or tablet or whatever gets too hot, you gotta wait for it to cool down. Basically the same principle there. Because the original power coins were reactivated later on. Anyways, that's what we call a plot device. Yeah. So after that, they got Ninjor, in the temple, Ninja Ranger powers. Then Master Vile turned the Rangers into children, and then Rito and Goldar stole the power coins. And then Rita and Zed, blew up the power coins into dust. So then we got the Zeal Crystal, making Tommy the Red Ranger, as the leader, everything a Red Ranger should be. And then after that, we had the Turbo movie, and they shifted into Turbo, Red Lightning, Tommy also the Red Ranger again. Then we had the passing of the torch, which case Tommy was on sabbatical for a while. Before they brought him back, as a Black Dino Thunder Ranger, with the Dino Gems. So yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yesterday, Tommy paid a visit to Billy Cranston. But don't worry, I think we all know I'm likely to fuck him too.
Our alliance with the Machine Empire.
Billy. Yeah, way to go, Billy. On the cover was that Forbes, Rolling Stone, and there was that Gentleman's Quarterly out.
We will be mass producing our signature Blade Blaster weapons with an initial order of 1.6 trillion euros from the
1.6 trillion euros. That's a lot. That's crazy for a company. But anyways, he's talking about the Blade Blasters right there. Okay, can we see a Blade Blaster? But yeah, it looks like they turned Billy into like the CEO of his own company right here. So yeah, if Billy's character was never written out, it's very likely that would have happened for him. He's like really smart. I mean, he's smarter than Sheldon Cooper. Big Bang Theory. Everybody loves Big Bang Theory. Sorry to rain on your parade, but Billy Cranston is smarter than Sheldon, Leonard, and Leslie Winkle combined. Right there.
Soviet Europe.
Damn, Billy. What'd you do?
You're out of your mind. Tommy didn't kill any of us. He's a ranger. You just forgot.
Why do you think they gave these powers to kids?
Because we're the only ones who can destroy Rita and
That's stupid! For fuck's sake! Pull your shit together and start thinking for yourself for once in your life!
Okay, Rita, where's Zed? Where's Master Vile? Where's Goldar? Where's Squat? Where's Babu? Where's Finster? Where's Rito? Lord Zed. Like, where is Lord Zed? Granted, when the Machine Empire, came around, they kicked their butts so hard, but, Let me get a flashback of Lord Zed? Come on.
You're not a little girl anymore. Now where's Tommy?
Go fuck yourself.
Nice.
You think you're defending something worthwhile. I get that. Technology.
Okay, so Rocky making advances on Kimberly. Tommy definitely would have had something to say about that. I can tell you that right now.
The machines. They always win.
No. Gold Ranger and the Zero Rangers killed King Mondo at least twice, you know, and he's not coming back after that second time that they killed him. Although, you know, later on in Forever Red, some of his generals, you know, the Beetleborgs, Shadowborg, and all of them as the people were just that cheap that you had to reuse costumes from the Beetleborgs. Anyways, you know, generals of the Machine Empire came back, and then, you know, you had the first 10 Rangers minus Rocky. You know, it was a quote-unquote scheduling-related problem why Rocky wasn't in there. I mean, okay, if you do the math, okay, you got the red Tyrannosaurus power coin, okay, as Jason's. You gave it to Rocky when you know he went off to the Peace Corps, okay. So and then that got overloaded when Rito you know, destroyed the Thunder Megazords. Then you had the Red Ranger Ape, the Ninja Ranger Power Coin. That was destroyed. Okay, leaving only one Red Ranger Power Coin. And if you're gonna have a choice between Jason and Rocky, you're gonna give it to Jason. So there's no way that they could rewrite him in anyways, unless somehow they gathered like 1 million particles of dust that was scattered in the wind. Everything was dust in the wind right there. You know, and somehow reassembled it. I mean, that would be a feat right there to do that. But no, you're gonna give the power coin to Jason.
I told you I haven't seen Tommy since.
One last warning. Every move we make leaves a footprint.
Trainees.
Alright, Trainees Funeral. Now this is a little much, I think, right here, because, you know, the original actress Twee, she actually did die in a car accident. You know, it was very sad, and you can even see that the rest of the original cast, they're it's very hard for them to talk about it in their interviews, you know, at Comic-Con or what have you. But yeah, this hits home, I'm sure, for a lot of fans right here. It's a bit much.
While the government was negotiating the treaty, we were burying our own. I saw him for a moment and then he was gone. It's been years.
Why is Tommy an alcoholic?
You're telling the truth. Machines are never wrong. They told us exactly what you meant.
So you think?
Oh, Jimmy. You really just don't get it, do you? We never needed you as a witness. You, my dear, are bait.
Alright. Still that sword sequence from Star Trek. Okay. Anyways, okay, so Rocky versus Tommy. Red Ranger versus Green Ranger or White Ranger, whatever he is now at this point in the story, I don't know. Can we at least see a proper morph and like an actual Ranger showdown? Can we see that, please? don't build much. A little bit of 007 right there with Kimberly picking up the gun and just shooting Rocky in the face. Yeah. Okay, but honestly, if it was Rocky versus Tommy, that's no question right there. You know, let's what's he doing? I think he's doing Krav Maga. I could be wrong, but that's like mat wrestling or mat karate or something like that. But yeah, I believe that Jason David Frank would be a little bit out of his element in that, but he would definitely not lose or certainly be at the mercy of Rocky right there. And why the hell didn't they morph? There's a perfect opportunity right there. Get in a decent morph, some ranger powers, you know, some little bit of special effects, you know, it's what we like, but you just went, you know, hardcore with swords. You know, swords that they don't even look like their actual ranger weapon. The only sword in here that actually looked like a real ranger weapon was when they shot Jason. And he was just going to grab it, and he didn't even get a chance to use it because they just killed him. I mean, okay. So yeah, anyways, so Jason, Zach, and Trini all left for the peace conference, you know, Peace Corps. So their characters were written out and they were murdered here, okay? Billy, you know, the actual actor, you know, he was called a few names on the set, so he got mad and he walked off. So they had to write out his character, that's what happened there. And then, you know, Kimberly, you know, she eventually left to go do Felicity and Flashpoint and other things in her career and music and all that. So her character was written off. So basically, like, the only one who was left from the original 6 was Tommy. So let's see what happens to Kimberly, if anything happens to Kimberly.
Who are you?
I'm Kimberly.
No. I held Kimberly in my arms when she died.
Kimberly died. Okay, well then who is this?
So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who are you?
Sister. She's sweet. Shoot. Don't you remember me, darling? The one who turned you into a ranger in the first place. I've killed them all. Another world.
Is that Rita? That is a god-awful costume. Yeah, where's the rocket bra? You know, that is a one terrible ripoff of Rita right there. Okay, so Rita killing the Rangers for Tommy. They trying to get out of some kind of seduction between Rita and Tommy, because I'm pretty sure that never happened. Interesting take though. I mean, you know, Rita more like wanted him to be her general, you know, her attack dog, you know, someone who would retire Goldar, I suppose, you know. But yeah, seduction between Rita and Tommy. Interesting right there. Alright, so that song right there, the remix of Power Rangers, that was actually pretty cool right there, that song right there. But I'm gonna ask again, where the hell are Zordon and Alpha, the command center? Did you just completely write them out? Because Kimberly made it, well, Rita as Kimberly made a mention earlier that about the government giving them powers. I was like, okay, what was it Operation Zordon or something like that? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, so I thought it was all right. Pretty good to see. For someone who's been watching for 20 plus years to see a more adult version of it. But I do have my issues with it, as you obviously heard me commentating a little bit earlier throughout the movie here. But I will say that I do agree with Jason David Frank's little response to it. Power Rangers, it's on Nickelodeon right now. You had Megaforce and children are still watching it, and they hear about a movie, they're gonna watch this on YouTube. Now, I don't know if they age restricted it on YouTube, but there's always gonna be some way that they're gonna get a hold of it and see all this, and you know, children watching this. They shouldn't be watching something like this just yet. With the drugs and the booze and all that. That's just my opinion. I agree with what Jason David Frank said. If you're gonna reboot Power Rangers, at least be responsible about it. Because the children who watched it, in the 90s, their children are now watching it. So I don't know. Whatever you think, go ahead and think. Again, it's a free country. So yeah. Leave your responses in the comments. I'd love to hear what you thought about the movie, what I thought about the movie, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked what you heard. If you liked any of my other videos, whatever. And I'll see you all next time.